Chapter 9 Sky Full of Song. Growing up with lemons constantly being thrown at you, you cannot help but attract the bitterness. As a young, jealous girl, I could get bitter. Bitter is not healthy. Both my old friend, this is Staring at the Fire, Chapter 9 Sky Full of Song. Staring at the Fire. Growing up with lemons constantly being thrown at you cannot help but attract the bitterness. And as a young, jealous girl, I could get bitter. Bitter is not healthy. Both my old friend and my fire buddy had to watch me live my best life via social media for my entire life. Since the birth of the internet, these two boys have watched me live my life. Whether it be watching me post another thirst trap on MySpace or a fluffy fake picture of an illusion of a happy marriage. Years grow older, but we continue to use the same weapon to hurt each other. Yes, I did it. However, they did too. However, using the internet as a tool to control the narrative of my life, the only person I was hurting was myself. Lying about my feelings for those boys had just kept me from what I wanted. And if I would just be honest with either of them, I would have got what I wanted. However, in high school, being pushed away by both, I would never admit that I wanted either of them. They hurt my feelings, and that was it. As an adult and some experiences under my belt, I am not that prideful anymore. Pride has ruined my life. Being stubborn helps my determination. It kills my personal relationships. The I know best mindset is never going to get you anywhere in life or love. As one person, I do not know what is best. I cannot know all the things that every person knows. When people are just not willing to learn from each other because I know best, you will not grow. I learned when I entered the workforce in my early 20s. As an adult, I quickly learned that I must listen to authority and follow rules. This is strange for me. I did not have parents and I was a rowdy kid in school, and listening and following protocols and procedures was new to me. I had to learn how to fix my hair so the comments weren't said. Colors in my clothes got darker and boring, scrubs since I worked in a clinical patient area, and I turned into a mold of what a normal adult should be. That meant marriage and babies was next. Then I would fade into what I'm supposed to be. This is comforting. I lost who I was. As a young girl, when I say I did not care what people thought of me, I did not care. If you crossed me, I would tell you off. If there was something you needed to know, I told you. And it was just who I was. I wore what I wanted, I said what I wanted, and mostly I gave none of the beep. This girl is my hero. She really is. Whenever I'm breaking down about a mild inconvenience, I think about how that girl would handle it. She just bossed the beep up. An adult Stacy gets scared of her shadow. Not young Stacy. I was fearless. There was no challenge I would not do. When I lost myself in December 2020, I decided to use her in my critical thinking. She was a master at critical thinking, maneuvering the chessboard of life, always 2 steps ahead of everyone, the best spy in town. And when I was feeling super weak and just not that girl, I will think about WWSD. What would Stacy do? And even though I have the world's best advice, I do not take it. I will lie about how happy I am before I admit that I failed. This is pride. Pride is the devil. If I wanted happiness, I needed to release the idea of what I think life should be. Live the life I needed for a happy life. I had to ask myself what makes me happy without thinking about love and romance. What makes me happy? And at the end of the day, boys and girls will come and go, and you will only have you at the end of the night. And I have learned the hard way that the voice in your head is scary if not happy. Life drowns out darkness. Goodness overrules bad. It's just that simple. Good always wins. I knew One thing for sure, I am good. And if I cry for the well being of humankind, that means I'm good. I deserve good things. I will get good things. However, to get good things, we need a vision. Without a vision for your life, you are aimlessly wandering the woods. Now, in this moment of adult life in my relationship, I was one that was hurting my ex husband. Hurting him because it was more apparent that every day the vision I had for my life did not include him. The more I tried to place him there, the more I thought about how he would beep it up. And one thing was for sure, that by the age of 31, I was exhausted from cleaning up after that mother sticker. Honestly, Jeff probably deserves a Purple Heart the more I think about it. If you're out there, Jeff, I'm sorry. But you're sorry too. We're both sorry. Each moment when I would be strategical Each moment that I would be strategically planning my life, there is no one else that is going to fix your life or dream for you. You must look ahead and get a vision. This is how you make your plans. When I looked ahead, I started stacking up my old friend versus my ex husband. My old friend was winning. It's just that simple. Who will do routine maintenance on my car without me asking? My old friend. This is one of my interview questions in the park. I talked to my parents about the moment in the park with my old friend, and I asked my old friend what's what some light on my cart meant. Then I followed by my frustrations of my ex-husband not caring about my car maintenance. He said, I do not know what that means, but I value your life enough to care to figure it out. This is your car that you drive your child. That should matter to your husband to maintain your car. This is riveting. I hate this book. This is the last chapter. My mom about cried and my dad relived. This has been an ongoing issue, and my ex-husband does not maintain my car. He says he does or will. Throughout history of our marriage, he lets my car get ran into the dirt. Yes, it is my car. However, in a relationship, if I got to take care of this section of our life shared, then you tend to this area. That is fair. Maintaining the cars to get to the income needed for our family, car maintenance is the highest priority. However, my ex-husband did not. I know that my old friend will do what he says. That is just who he is. One can he one can not lie, not to me. Are we sure of that? I literally wrote a franchise based on one conversation. It's so funny. I just, oh my god. Oh, anyway, we have been playing spy since elementary school. Honestly, do not know if we can escape. We might have been trapped in some sort of alternative universe. What is life? Therefore, I know he will change my oil on a regular basis. Fill up my gas tank on Sundays when he's getting my latte while I'm sleeping in. Then I'll wake up with him intensely staring at me with a smile. I just know that. Why? Because he is the best non boyfriend I ever had. And just an update, like Jeff did stuff like that for me too, but I was so out of love with him that by the time those things happen regularly, I didn't receive them. So, in all fairness, like that was a part of my life. I villainize Jeff a lot, and it's contributing. Even though a lot of the things, like there are some good and bad things in our marriage, but those were some things that he did do. I just wanted to be with somebody else, and still do. Like I just want to somebody else be by myself. Has been one of the best things I've ever done. Is just like love myself by myself as an update. He was the best non-boyfriend I ever had. referring to my old friend. He was so tender and sweet-hearted, and the more I asked myself how my old friend would be in this situation, the choice was easy. He tried to relax my mind and my concerns that he was having conversations with girls. He started drawing me in, pulling me closer to the hearts of my Lost Boys. And in December 2020, my favorite Lost Boy came into my life, telling me how he has been in love with me since ever, and I was feeling hopeful. However, we had this period of healing before re entering each other's orbit. I cannot help but be reminded of how much this period in my life reminds me of a life with my fire buddy, when we would only hope that someone's car would bring us into each other's orbit. He was my mirror, and in screens during the school year, my waking life was messy. He anxiously awaited for me to log on to tell him about my day, reminding him that I missed him and wished he were with me, wishing that he could lay in my bed and brush my hair. He could not. Sometimes his death feels like the time in my life. It's just a ghost in the night, that with only a face and a song. At 31 years of age, another boy that was the Casanova of direct messages in high school, he was having a similar event. This feeling was familiar, a feeling that can trigger a memory. However, my memory cannot change events in my head. There were a lot of history that was built on rumors told from other people. All the energy reserved was sent thinking of how shocked I was that he even thought of me, and wondering if I had more self worth, would we have been together sooner. When I was a teenage girl, I did not see that I was a dime piece. Any guys would have been lucky to be blessed them with all of this. The only one that I ever wanted to bless all of this wanted me to bless them with all of this. What? What am I talking about? God. Get some. Oh, I did get some medication. We're doing great now. Woo, I know how to scare the boys off, I tell you that. Well, that I know for sure. I was feeling joyful. I was feeling joyful. I decided to end the book there because I hate this book and I can rewrite these chapters and make it bigger. But I'm going to move on to Staring at the Tree. And then, because I'm almost done with the lesson of the fire, so then I'm going to start the lesson of the tree. And I'm going to pull Becoming the Tree, which is my first book, and I'm going to put it in the Lesson of the Tree. So I'm excited because that is the original Lesson Learns book that's now Becoming the Tree, but I'm going to make it the Lesson of the Tree. So exciting stuff. I know these probably bore everyone to tears, but my two fans out there, enjoy them.